Third, I love French, and obviously I love baking, so I would love to work in France with food and perhaps even with writing, like blogging or writing a cookbook one day. So as a kid, I would read this book a lot because one day when I was watching YouTube, someone mentioned this book and I recognized it from the shelves. And so I gave it a chance and I could not stop reading it. It is all about food, but not in like a rules kind of way, which you might expect from a cookbook.
Jack's humble restaurant or his bakery in France, I think it's a fantastic idea. Obviously he needs lots of experience before he does that, but I'd be the first customer there, definitely.
So I'm just going to put the cocoa powder into the butter, if that's alright. This is like the chocolate element. You could use chocolate, but it would have cocoa butter and sugar in there, so you'd have to adjust the butter or the fat and the sugar content in the brownies. So I just use cocoa powder because it's got a deeper, rich taste, and if you use Dutch processed cocoa powder you don't have to deal with the acidity, so you wouldn't have to combat it with baking soda.
He loves finding new recipes. He's always on websites and looking in cookbooks and trying out new things.
I'd love to go to France. I'd love to open a bakery. I'd love to meet Nigella Lawson. I mean, come on. How cool would that be?
I started tennis when I was 7, and I've been playing junior tournaments since then, winning quite a few. And in the last recent years I've been going overseas, winning a couple of tournaments over there. And now I need to get my international ranking up more so I can go to a university in the States over there.
Patrick started for himself. He started playing paddle tennis and then from there got a real interest in tennis.
I need to play junior international tournaments, so they're all over the world, and I need to get to a certain round in each tournament to get points to get further up in the world. And currently I'm 1600 in the world, and to get to a good score I need to be top 300 by the time I'm 18. When I won the Rod Laver doubles last year in 2017, it's the Queensland State Championships, so all the players from Australia come and play it because it's pretty prestigious. In the future I'd like to go to the States on a scholarship to university there, so I think this would be the best option for me to make it onto the Pro Tour instead of just going straight from high school. So in New Zealand there's 5 ITF tournaments a year, so that's not very many, so to get a good amount of points I need to go overseas where there's more tournaments. Done a lot of fundraising, so I have a coffee fundraiser in the States. While I'm playing there I'll be studying so that if it doesn't work out for me, if I get an injury, like if me going pro doesn't work out, if I get an injury and I have to stop playing, then I am set up for life. I can get a job easily.
I remember me driving the car, speeding so fast but like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, I found nice wrapped around my shoulder and tie. Had a feeling that I belong.
Well, I see Patia's got a really strong future in music. She's an awesome composer. She writes her own music. She plays guitar. She's very thoughtful about what she writes about, and I think she's going to have a huge future in the music industry.
I've been singing since I was 2, and I was really into musical theatre when I was younger, and then when I was about 8 or 9 I then wrote my first song in my bedroom with my piano. I get my inspiration from things that happen in my life that may have significance value to that may hurt me or make me happy, or I just see something that's going on in the country or the world and I just write about it because it's a good way to relieve stress and calm down and express myself. I write about things that are really relatable to a teenager, and if it could help someone else or they could relate and they could just love it. Thinking this is all your damn fault.
As I said, I love French and obviously I love baking, so I would love to work in France with food and perhaps even with writing, like blogging or writing a cookbook one day.
In the future, I'd like to go to the States on a scholarship to university there.
So I hope that my songs are out there more and that people are hearing them and loving them, and I'm just still doing what I love to do.